How is your IELTS preparation going? What about the previous lesson? Have you learned something useful from it? Spend just a few minutes thinking about how you could possibly use that knowledge during the IELTS exam.
Study the following specific tips that can be really helpful for you. Remember that you only hear the recording once. Check how many words you can use for each answer. Read through the notes to get an overall idea of their content. Write a time in figures rather than in words. You can write a time in figures or words, but figures are quicker and easier. Include the unit of measurement. The answer is a distance. Make sure you include the unit of measurement. You can write this in an abbreviated form. For example, km for kilometers or m for miles. Avoid unnecessary repetition. If part of the answer is given, remember not to repeat it in your answer. Make sure you know the pronunciation of the English letters. Names are often spelled out on the recording. Make sure you know how all the letters of the English alphabet are pronounced. Listen carefully and write down the letters as you hear them. Check your spelling. Check that you have spelled all the answers correctly. Look carefully at the table before you listen. Note the headings at the top. They tell you what you need to listen for. Use all the information provided in the table to help you predict answers. Use the words that you hear. You hear the answers in the same order as the questions. Use the words that you hear to answer the questions. Give an appropriate answer. Dolphins is plural, so the answer to this question is also likely to be plural. Don't forget the S. Use the preparation time wisely. Read the sentences through in the preparation time and think about what type of information is missing. Use the context to understand the meaning of a word in case if you don't know it. If you do not know some of the phrases, use the context and other words in the sentence to help you decide what they mean. Make sure all the sentences are grammatically and logically correct. Check that all the sentences are grammatically correct and make sense.